very special for my service and baptism of Blaney and Alison. For those who haven't met me, I am Reverend Daniel. I'm chaplain here at Pymble Ladies College, and here with me is my colleague from Gordon-Pymble Church, the Reverend Karen Mitchell. It's really, really lovely to have everybody here this morning, and in particular, thank you to our daughters. I know it's Sunday. I know it's hard to get up. I feel your pain. I don't have to get up on Sunday mornings either. It's even harder to get yourself dressed in school uniform. So thank you so much for coming along and sharing this special service.
For the kids.
I'm going to invite you to stand, and we're going to share a call to worship. So could you stand, and I will read the responses first line, and then if you could read together that second line in bold. We have come together as one people gathered in the name of God. We will worship together as one community in praise and thanksgiving. One body and one spirit, called to the hope of one calling. One Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God, creator of all, who is above all and through all and in all. Let us sing together the beautiful hymn, Come As You Are. Through many, many generations of Christian greeting. It is a moment where we say to one another, the peace of the Lord be with you, and the response, and also with you. And you turn to the person next to you, and you shake their hand. You might like to put your hand on your heart. You might like to give them a hug. So first of all, I pass the peace to you, and then we take just a few moments to pass the peace together. The students, if you don't know, if you're new, they'll show you exactly how it's done. So, may the peace of the Lord be with you. Let's take a moment to pass the peace.
It is indeed a pleasure to bring greetings to you all from Gordon-Pymble United Church. And it's a hello and welcome, because we're so delighted to worship here with you, with the boarders, and we just thank you for the welcome that you've given us. And we do welcome our baptism families and friends. It's a very special morning. So we look forward to sharing a fellowship with you at brunch afterwards too. For those who are part of the Gordon-Pymble community, You have the newsletter that's been sent out. It's full of good news, activities, events happening, so I invite you to read it carefully, get your diary out and write a book. But we do look forward to worshipping together this morning and sharing together later. Thank you.
When Jesus is resurrected, he reappears to the disciples several times, and each time they don't recognize him. This is just one of those moments. Others, of course, are at the tomb and on the road to Emmaus, and later in an upper room. Doubt in the presence of Jesus, in the mystery of God, has been with us since the very beginning. So it does not surprise me when people say to me, I really struggle to believe. It does not surprise me. In fact, I hope that some of you sitting here today doubt the presence of God, because this is who we are. Of course, there is doubt. We don't have Jesus in bodily presence here in this room with us today. Over the next 40 minutes or so, you will take part in the only two sacraments of the Uniting Church. In other words, the two most sacred elements of our faith. Other Christian denominations have more. The Catholics, you might know, have 12. Their sacraments include lots of things, like confession and weddings, but we only have two. Holy Communion and baptism. Why do we only have two? We only have two because Jesus only asked that we do these two essential things. Through Holy Communion, we will break bread and we will pour juice. And in doing so, we recognize the broken body of Christ and the blood of Christ and the way that we are joined together with these things through our participation. Through baptism, the baptism of beautiful Blaney and Alison, who's over here, we will pour water and we will recognise that they are blessed and a beautiful and unique part of God's creation. And we will welcome them into the faithful family of Jesus Christ. As part of all of this, every single one of you here will be encouraged to do something. During Holy Communion, you will be firstly encouraged to accept a blessing from me, and then you will look in blessing one another in return. We will then pray, and then we will share the bread and the juice. You will take a small cup of juice and a small piece of bread, you will drink it, and you will eat it. During baptism, you will be encouraged to affirm faith in Jesus, and then you will make promises. Every single one of you will make a promise today, if you would like to love and support Alison and Lady and their parents as they bring them up as followers of Jesus, and to be part of this faithful family of Jesus Christ. The thing is, you will be encouraged to do all of these things regardless of who you are or why you are here today. It actually doesn't matter if you are a student, if you are part of Gordon-Pymble Uniting Church, if you are a teacher, if you are someone here to celebrate the baptism of Alison and Lady. It doesn't matter if you are cynical, if you are critical, if you are joy-filled about your faith. None of those things matter. But you are encouraged to take part. Because in the Uniting Church, it doesn't matter if you believe or you don't believe. It doesn't matter what you believe. Regardless of any of that, you are welcome. Even if you are scared to do these things, you are welcome. Why? Because through these most holy elements of our faith, we, as the holders of the faith and tradition of the United Church, want you to know, every single one of you, to know that you, like Alison and like Blaney, are loved and welcomed and valued here. In the United Church, we try as much as possible to do as Jesus did, and that is to fully affirm and welcome every single person as blessed and loved and valued enough to fully participate, even if they don't fully understand what they're doing or why they are doing it. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter what you believe or what you don't believe. With Jesus, you are welcome and you are encouraged to welcome others in exactly that same way. Jesus welcomed everybody to the party, regardless of whether it was on the side of the road, the side of a well in the middle of the day on a mountaintop, or on the side of a beach. Regardless of whether they were pious participants, cynical critics, confidently entitled or trembling with fear because they felt unworthy. Jesus welcomed everybody. During Jesus' baptism by the Jordan, everybody was there. Everybody came out of the city. There was no selection criteria. It was actually enough that they simply showed us that they made the journey. It didn't matter to John the Baptist that they came. And the baptism of Jesus was no different from anyone else's. He was welcomed in exactly the same way as everybody else. He was loved. And at the Last Supper before his death, Jesus welcomes every single one of his disciples to be able to drink, all of them, even though one disciple had already betrayed him, and the authorities would later kill him because of it. And in that space, he blessed every single one of them. He broke the bread as a symbol of his soon-to-be broken body. He poured the wine as a symbol of his soon-to-be spilled blood. And he shared it with them, promising that through it they would be connected not just through shared memory, but through it to Jesus and to the community of faith that is with them always. And in our scriptures today, we read that he welcomes them again. Despite them having fallen asleep when he needed them the most, despite them running away as he hung on. And so we do the same. But here is the thing. Just like those who appeared beside the Jordan and were baptized and left that place and returned home, and just like the disciples who were blessed by Jesus and invited to remember, and then left that upper room, you too, every single one of you, will leave this place. And from there, it is actually up to you what you do with the blessings that you have received here and the promises you have made. That's the beauty of a blessing. Just as we don't make decisions about who we welcome, we also don't put any obligations on what we will do with that welcome or with the promises. And so in this moment and in this place, I want to encourage you to do two things. And I make this encouragement both to those who are already convinced of their faith and of those who are not. Firstly, I want you to take a chance, to take a risk, and to fully participate in this service of worship. Share the bread, drink the juice. You don't have to. You can stay there in your seat if you would. Affirm the faith. Again, you don't have to. You don't have to say the words on the screen if you don't want to. But take a chance. And after you've done all this, don't simply leave this place and close yourself off to what you've done. Sit with it, hold it, think about it as you go through your week, and then see where it leads. into a community of faith at any time, we will be here for you too, offering love and welcome and blessing whenever you need. My prayer is that you will do the same. I invite you to remain standing as we bless one another. May the God of creativity and community be with you. Lift up your hearts. Let us give our thanks to God who connects us through wisdom and it is right to give our parents. I invite you to let us. God, we are your people. Some of us have not been to your table before. Some of us are here often. Some of us have been here for a while. Some of us are certain. Some of us have doubts. Whoever we are, we give thanks to your work. A welcome that does not just overlook our failings and our flaws, but loves us because of them. A welcome that includes the opportunity to participate in the fullness of our lives with all that we are. Through this sacrament, may we commit ourselves to extending this welcome to those beyond these walls, particularly those who feel forgotten, those who are lonely, those who are hungry, those who are lost, those who are in creative, loving and transforming God. Come into this bread and into this wine. Pour out your Spirit so that it can become for us the bread of connection and the cup of love. Your people gathered and connected to do your work of justice and compassion, of love and inclusion in this place and in the world as only we can know. Let us together say the Lord's Prayer. During our communion service, we pray for bread, remembering that Jesus broke on the night before he died. Bread. And we pour out the wine, in this case the juice, remembering of the blood spills, remembering the cup of love that Jesus gave to his disciples on the night before he died. The simple gifts of God, the community of God's people. Really invite, we've got a few communion service here. This is a bit of a big communion. So, we're going to have 3 stations, so if you would like to come forward, please do. You will be given 2 things. You will be given a piece of bread, and you will be given some juice. Take them back to your seat, drink them in your own time. If you are gluten-free, please come up to the front, because we've got some gluten-free biscuits for those who are gluten-free. Does that make sense to everybody? If anybody would like some hand sanitizer, there is some on each of the stools. We will go. So just come forward in your own time as you're ready. Once our servers are in place.
Let us pray. Gracious and loving God, we give thanks for this sacrament, bread of connection, the cup of love. Help us to take it, to use it to connect others